Hello my dear students, in this class we are going to start with lesson 1 civics portion. Okay, in this lesson you will study about how we run our villages and the importance or advantages of self-government, then the importance of Panchayati Raj and what is the or how are panchayat formed or what is the functions and sources of income of the panchayat, then gram sabha, grama panchayat, nyaya panchayat, block samiti, silla parishad, etc, etc. Okay, and first I am going to explain about the advantages of local self government. Advantages of local self government. And before that, what is mean by local self government? What is mean by local self government? Tell me what is mean by local self government. People themselves, they won't govern their community through their representative. This system is called local self government. The people, they will govern their area, they will rule their area, they will govern their community through their representative. The people, they will select some people from them and they will govern that community. This system is called local self government. Okay, and what is the a name of the local self government in village area or in the rural area? We can call it panchayat. The local self government body for the rural area or the village area is called panchayat. Okay, and next we will discuss about the importance of civic amenities or what is mean by civic amenities in a society, maybe urban or rural. It need some public utilities. Example, supply, water supply, electricity, roads, schools, hospitals. These all the things are called civic amenities. Communities, both urban and rural, required public utilities such as water supply, electricity, roads, education institutions and healthcare facilities are called civic amenities. Okay, and now we are going to study about the advantages of local self government. What is the advantage of local self government? In any village or town, it is the local people and their representative who are in the best position to understand their problem. And in our area or in our village, if we want to solve any issue, we want to solve a problem, the village people only, they can come easily and they can solve the problem easily, isn't it? They can understand the problem easily. That is the first advantages of local self government. And the second one is the experience of solving their problem makes the local people self reliant and responsible. This enables them to act responsibly during emergencies. At the time of emergency, many people are there, but the representative from our area, they can come easily, they can come immediately at the time of emergency. This is the second advantages. And the third one is local self government reduces the work of the central and state government. If we have to solve a problem, we can just call our members of panchayat or we can approach the local self government. No need to go for central or state government. First they can come and they can solve immediately the problem. These are the important three advantages of local self government. And next one is panchayati raj. The panchayati raj, panchayat or panch, it derived the word panch. Okay, this used for the 5 villages elders who settled disputes and took decisions. And today all local self government bodies for rural area are called panchayat. Panchayat, this word coming or derived from the word panch. And for the easy administration or for the better administration, the states of India is divided into district, then again blocks, then again divided into panchayat. isn't it? Districts, blocks and panchayat for the easiness of administration or for the better administration. The state in India are divided into district. The districts are further divided into blocks, each of which has a number of village under it. Panchayat exists all these three levels. Okay, in district level also, block level also, and in panchayat. Okay, so first we can see that the system of local government at three level is called panchayati raj. In the village level, grama panchayat is there. In the block level, block samiti is there, and in the district level, Silla Parishad is there. In the village level, grama panchayat is there, and in block level, block samiti is there, and the district level, Silla Parishad is there. And now we can see that how are the panchayat formed, how we are selecting our representative for making or forming panchayats. So the panchayat members are elected through the election. At the time of election, the area under the panchayat, it is divided into small areas. We can call it these areas constituencies or wards. Or the members are elected for a term of 5 years. After their term, they have to resign from their position. Again, election again will be there. Okay, and the state government has a representative in all the panchayat. The panchayat member is there. We can select from our village, but a state representative also will be there in every panchayat. We can call him as secretary. And next one, in the block development officer is there in the block samiti, and DM is there in the Silla Parishad. Okay, secretary, BDO and DM. These are the three people appointed by the state government of India in the panchayat, in the block or in Silla Parishad. Okay, and now we can see what are the important function and the sources of income of panchayat. In the introduction part, we saw that what are the important function, because already we covered. Once again I am telling you about the function. Panchayat, it look after or mainly it work of the areas of education, agriculture, animal welfare, water supply, roads, cottage industry, etc., etc. And from where the panchayat, it will get the money for doing these all the works. It will get money from state government, and it also get money from the panchayat only through taxes, from registration fees, etc., etc. Okay, and now we can see that the panchayat at the village level. Panchayat at the village level, it consists Grama Sabha, Grama Panchayat and Nyaya Panchayat. Grama Sabha. Grama Sabha means in every villager above the age of 18 whose name is in the voters list is the member of Grama Sabha. This is the qualification if we want to be the member of Grama Sabha. He should be the age of above 18 and his name should be there in the voters list. And what is the duty of Grama Sabha? The Grama Sabha, it reviews the work and account of Grama Panchayat, and it also remove corrupt or inefficient members of the Grama Panchayat. These are the duties of Grama Sabha. First duty, it take care or it review the work and accounts of the Grama Panchayat, and it will remove or it can also remove corrupt or inefficient members of the Gram Sabha. And next one is Grama Panchayat. What is the function of Grama Panchayat? Grama Panchayat takes decisions and organizes the work of the Panchayat. Grama Panchayat takes decisions and organizes the work of the Panchayat. And who are the member of Grama Sabha, Grama Panchayat? The elected members from the Grama Sabha will be the member of Grama Panchayat. And the elected members or head of the Grama Panchayat is called Mukhya. Okay, and what is the main duty of this one? Grama Panchayat, it will take care of agriculture, small industries, irrigation, etc., etc. And next one is Nyaya Panchayat, and the Nyaya Panchayat is the village court. Now, what is the other name of Nyaya Panchayat? It acts as a village court, and the members of Nyaya Panchayat are called Panch, and head of the Nyaya Panchayat is called Sarpanch. and these members are elected by the Gram Sabha, and the Nyaya Panchayat hears and decides minor cases. What is the benefit of Nyaya Panchayat? It helps villagers to get speedy justice and very little cost. That is the benefit of Nyaya Panchayat. It helps villagers to get speedy justice and very little cost, and it can punish or it can fine and punish the guilty within certain limits. Okay, and next one is block samiti. States with a population of more than 20 lakh have block samiti, and members of block samiti are elected by the people of the block. Okay, the members of block samiti are elected by the people of the block, and it has a chairperson and vice chairperson. The block samiti elect a chairperson and vice chairperson. And what is the main duty of block samiti? It supervise the work of Grama Panchayat. It will take care of the adult education, healthcare, vaccination, etc., etc. And what is the duty of Sila Parishad, or what is Silla Parishad? The people of a district elect the members of Silla Parishad. The Silla Parishad also has some ex officio members. It has a president and vice president who are elected by the members from among themselves. The Silla Parishad supervises the work of block samiti and panchayat. What is the duty of Silla Parishad? It to take care of the or it supervises the work of block samiti and the Grama Panchayat. Okay, children, read again and again this lesson. I'll give you the question answers also. All of you please study and write the question answers in your notebook.